Welcome back to my channel. I'm CoCo Covie for all you guys that don't know. And that clip you saw right now is not human hair. It is 100% normal synthetic braiding hair. In today's episode, I'm gonna show you how I install my crochet wigs. Some of y'all even DM'd me on my social media accounts on how I install my wigs. So I'm gonna show you some tricks, take some notes, and just keep on watching.
Customization process. As I've already said, this video is not about how I made this wig, it's about how I installed the hair. This wig is a 22-inch unit with a 4x4 closure. I pinned the closure down onto this mannequin head with little pins, so I'm removing them now for me to show you the hairline that isn't as full as I would want it to be. So I'll show you why I would customize the closure. See the insides of this wig, bump free, no lumps, no bumps, very neatly done. Thank you very much for all the comments I've been receiving. Thank you for saying that my work is very neat. I always try my best to keep my work very neat. You see this inside piece right here? I just cut it right off so that it's more visible. I use a sharp scissors to do that, and please be aware, you have to really be careful when cutting this stuff because you don't want to cut your closure that you worked so hard on doing. So that's the piece, and this is the hairline on my skin. It isn't as full as I would want it to be, so I'm gonna add some braiding hair to add to the closure. So I'm putting the wig back onto my mannequin head for me to see the lace even better. Once I placed my wig onto my mannequin head, I used the tiny little pins that I showed you at the beginning to pin the wig down. So once that is done, I take my braiding hair and start ventilating. This is how I loop my braiding hair onto my hand so that it's easier to grab for me. I already explained how I make my ventilation. I have a technique, that line by line technique. So that's the technique I'm following up here. Just take your time doing this, really. Don't rush, because if you rush, you might rip the lace, and that's not what you want. Believe me, if you rip the lace, that's the end. So be careful, take your time, and don't rush. As I previously said, I take 2 to 4 hairs, in between 2 to 4 hairs. See how the hairline is now coming into place? It looks very scanty before, and now it's kind of full and nice looking, healthy looking. Since my client wants to have a middle part, I have to really keep aware of the middle part line so that I don't ventilate on top of the middle part. So this is the full closure right now after the customization process, and you see it looks very, very healthy and full. This is the wig. I love this wig. I love black wigs. It just looks like human hair. Come on, you can't tell me that this is braiding hair. Like my straightening treatment, let it be my secret for now. When I'm ready, I'm ready, okay? So thank you for your understanding. Installation. My client has short, relaxed hair, and her hair was very, very soft. So I parted the hair for me to be able to braid it. Something like hair wax to just make the line sharper. After that, I just start braiding. I see some people adding attachment or synthetic braiding hair to this process, but I don't like adding braiding hair. First of all, I don't even know how to do that, and secondly, it's just bumpy. The more hair you add, the more higher your braid pattern is going to be, and that's what you don't want to have, because if you have that, your closure will not lay down as flat as you would want it to be. So I just continued this process all over the head, and you'll see the end result in some seconds. Voila, everything neatly braided down. So now I add my wig cap, and I chose this color because I felt that this color matches her skin tone best. Then I take my measuring tape and measure out 4 inches. Why? Because I have a 4x4 closure. If I would have a 5x5 closure, I have to measure out 5 inches. If I would have a 6x6 closure, I have to measure out 6 inches. So now I use my Got2b glue, the black version, and add it to that lines that I already created. And then I use my Got2b freezing spray to really make sure that this lasts. I use these products because they're very friendly, they're easy to remove with simple water. I don't like using wig glues because wig glues rip out your real hair and they are not friendly to your real hair. The reason why you should wear wigs is because you want to protect your real hair, not damage your real hair. As my client is blow drying her gel, I use that opportunity to just use needle and thread to sew the wig cap down. Now I trim off the excess wig cap. Now I carefully trim the edges of the hairline. Then I use powder in her shade to make the wig cap look like scalp. Now I put on her wig and I shift the wig to her liking. Now that two elastic bands in the back, I just close them up and then the wig is secure. Now lift my closure, use a little bit of Got To Be freezing spray, just a little bit. I don't like using too much product because the more product you use, the more messy your installation gets. I blow dry it just a little bit for it to get tacky, and then I put back the closure down and then press it onto that freezing spray. Be very careful while cutting the lace, and it may look like a straight line, but if you look very closely, I didn't cut in straight lines. I really took my time to have that zigzag action. You might not see it on the camera because I don't have a macro lens, but I did a zigzag motion. So now onto the baby hairs. I use my handy dandy eyebrow trimmer and trim down little hairs from the closure. So now onto swooping the baby hairs. I don't know how you would want your baby hairs to look like. This is just the way I prefer to make the baby hairs. And this is the finished look. She looks so gorgeous and stunning. She really looks fly. Like, come on, she was feeling herself. I really loved the way she was happy about her hair. She really loved the hair and she really looks so amazing. Like, it suits her so well. I'm so happy that she's happy. So if you want to see more videos like this, just leave a comment in the comment section down below and I will make a tutorial. So see you next time. Bye.